Wales. Kirsty Holmes from Alexandra Headlands. Christy Lou from Wombrel in the New South Wales Central Coast. Karen Hardy from Allura in Sydney. Tian Smith from Cronulla. Penny Turner from Northcliffe in Queensland. Sheridan Dryan from the Lakes, again on the Central Coast. Your miners represented with Jodie Young. Fiona May from Northcliffe and Louise Scoyne, is it? Then Aiken Kelly, Neville Hardy and Denby Holmes from Alexandra Headlands. Wow, the Central Coast are well represented here, and that's my area, so I get a little bit proud of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of good girls down there. I mean, they must have a very good coach down there and a lot of interest in women's board paddling.
Well, it's usually the Queenslanders, so we've got to get a little plug in for the Central Coast too. Okay, here we go. Now, you know these girls better than most. Who do you fancy if they get a breakout? Karen
Hardy or Kirsty Holmes, I think, are the girls that are going to dominate here today. But, I mean, as we saw in the Taplin, anything can really happen.
Reen, so many times we've talked about your stroke as we watch the other girls here. Now, that Cronulla girl doesn't get the depth that you do. You seem to dig so deep. You use your back so much when you paddle.
That's right. A lot of my stroke comes from flexibility, and I actually drive with, I don't want to give away too many secrets, but I actually drive with my legs, and I use my back and my legs more than I actually do my arms. So a lot of these girls are just trying to go on strength. But you really do have to focus on your technique.
Big wave coming now. Look at the girls paddling out, and there's one behind it too, so they'll probably clear the first one here. I think that's Tian Smith from Cronulla, I would think there. But they might be lucky. It might just be fat enough not to sit down. They'll get away with it, I think. But wow, that looked like it was going to stand up.
Yeah, Kirsty Holmes is also out there in front. She's just going to make that up on the left-hand side there. I've got my money on her for sure.
Now, you picked her just a few moments ago. I said, who do you like? And you said Kirsty Holmes. Now, look, that's where it hurts you, doesn't it? Once you get off the board, you've got to hang on like that.
Yeah, you've just got to jump on back as soon as you can, like really quickly. Don't waste any time. Get on your board and just start paddling. But look at Kirsty. She's just going for it.
Yeah, Kirsty Holmes. Now, when you look at Kirsty Holmes, I see a bit of you there.
Yeah, Kirsty's getting down right low. She's probably not using her legs as much as I do, but she may not be that as flexible as I am in that area. But yeah, she's getting her chest right low to the board and getting a long stroke.
Yeah, you really get a big arch in your back. I mean, we watched you, we've talked about you, we've tried to analyse your style, and we say so many times that you paddle like a guy in some respects.
Yeah, that's well, not so much like a guy, but I just sort of have my own technique, I think. A lot of people say that, but a guy's use a lot of strength, whereas I've got to, not as strong as a guy's got to use my technique and get my arms right in as far as I can. And my number 2 pick, Karen Hardy, is right in second place.
You've done very well with picking them, but I guess it's not so bad to be compared to paddling like a man, because if you want to actually beat the rest of the female competitors, it's good to have a style that's very similar to a man.
Yeah, that's right. Just it takes a lot of power, a lot of strength to get through those waves, and you really need to get a long stroke and very powerful.
All right, here we go now as they come around the cans into the drop zone. And this is where it gets a bit spooky. But I guess, Reen, on a board, you've got those straps to hang on to. The trick is to get back quick enough.
Yeah, you've got the straps to hang on to. I mean, you take the drop and you just got to hang on. But some of these waves, and going for a wave here, Karen, I think, might just be slipping off that wave. And Kirsty will take this. She'll take any wave that's in the ocean.
Kirsty Holmes now paddles over the top, and look at the drop as she goes down the face. Beautiful stuff from Kirsty Holmes, hanging on and heading for a medal now. Spits out the front of it, but she's right and behind her. Look at the battle for second, third and fourth, and it goes on. The girls all hanging on. The Cronulla girls done a terrific job. She really has hung in there that whole way. She was getting battered in the drop zone a little earlier, but it's Kirsty Holmes that's going to come through here from Alexandria Headlands, I would think, to take the medal. The battle for second's going to be a big one. Here's Kirsty now.
We've got Karen Hardy and the girl from Cronulla on that wave also, and I think that might be even Hayley Aiken from Currumbin on the yellow board.
Tian Smith, Hayley Aiken, but here she is, Kirsty Holmes. Alexandra Headlands is going to run out and take the gold medal of Australia for the ladies board race. A very good win, a great bit of surfing when she came down the face of that one.
That was fantastic. I mean, Kirsty's been in great form for the last couple of years. She's been right up there, and she's definitely the one that I have to watch. And here comes Karen Hardy for second.
Karen Hardy now puts in the sprint with the board. Karen Hardy, she's been there for a while. Look at the sprint going on now. Karen Hardy goes hard. She's getting picked up a little bit, but I think she's going to get there.
And Hayley Aiken for third.
Hayley Aiken gets the bronze medal for third. And that's what it's all about, the little cuddle at the end of the day, because one has got gold, one has got silver, and the other, of course, has got bronze.